Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. Tonight, the Dalton community is showing support for a cyclist who was hit by a police officer this week.
The Georgia State Patrol tells us 54-year-old Ernest Cooper is in serious condition at the hospital. A Dalton police officer hit him at the intersection of Thornton Avenue and Kyler Street on yesterday. Cooper is well known in the community for being a super fan of Dalton athletics and will be missing his first home football game in decades as he recovers. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pham has this story. You'll see it only on 3.
Thousands of people are expected to be at Harmon Field in Dalton, but one fan will be missing. If you're a Dalton High Catamount, football is a way of life. That's especially true for Ernest Cooper, who's better known as Big Red.
He's pointing this way, he's calling out plays. That's why it's not the same when he's not here, because he's just such a visible, excited, and sometimes he gets overexcited.
That won't be the case this Friday night. Cooper was involved in an accident Thursday. He was riding his bicycle when he collided with a Dalton police cruiser.
There was speculation when we heard that a pedestrian on a bike had been hit, because he rides his bike everywhere. And everybody, that was the first reaction was, oh no, was it Big Red?
Sadly, it was Big Red. Now he's recovering at the Hamilton Medical Center and being treated for significant injuries.
It's heart-wrenching when you see him. He's battered and bruised very bad. He's in the surgery, intensive care. He had a 4-hour surgery yesterday on his right leg.
In Dalton, some say Big Red is a big deal. He's known for riding his bike around town to help others.
He's somebody to me that reminds me what this sport is about.
Head football coach Matt Land says Big Red has been a beloved supporter of Dalton High football for decades, always offering advice on some new plays for the team.
I have to constantly remind him, though, we can only play with 11. So 17 and 13 blocks a whole lot better than 11. But he's just a joy to be around.
Dalton will host Harrison High School, and fans will be standing for a moment of silence prior to kickoff. Senior Colton Fromm says it won't be the same playing without Big Red for the first time in years.
We know that this is a very important part of his life, and he's very important to us. And we know that a big win's going to be what he wanted, and so we're going to do everything we can to bring him home a win.
Big Red has a long recovery ahead, but just as it says when you walk into the stadium, it says the Dalton High Catamounts are united as one.
And he'll be back, you can bet, loud and clear.
Dalton High School set up a support fund for Big Red. If you'd like to help, visit our website, wrcbtv.com. Reporting in Dalton, Tim Pham, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
The officer involved in that crash was not injured. She's on paid leave, which is department policy, while the Georgia State Patrol investigates. Doctors expect Big Red to make a full recovery.